Good afternoon and welcome to the latest Atta webinar. Today's webinar is presented by Eloisa from Volcanoes Safaris on their updates and refurbishments at Mount Gahinga Lodge. Eloisa, over to you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. So I will just give you a quick update on the latest news on Mount Gahinga Lodge. So as you know, Volcano Safaris have 4 lodges, one in Rwanda, which is Virunga Lodge, and 3 in Uganda. Mount Gahinga Lodge is just across the border, and it's very easy to combine it with Virunga Lodge. It's only a couple of hours drive. And then, of course, we have Windy Lodge in the Impenetrable Forest and Chambura Gorge Lodge in Queen Elizabeth Park. So in terms of accessibility, we have the possibility of flying into Kisoro airstrip from Entebbe. It's a very short flight, and then it's a 1 hour and a half, 2 hours drive to the lodge. Or we can also drive from Kigali in Rwanda, and then it would be a 4.5 hours drive, 5 hours drive, depending on the road condition. So Gahinga Lodge was actually the very first property that we built in 1997. And the location is amazing. It's basically half away of one of the Virunga volcanoes, Mount Gahinga. And it's at more than 2,200 meters of altitude. So it's quite nice and cool. This is where everything started. So this is the place where Praveen Moman, the founder of Volcanoes Safaris, used to come when he was a kid with his father. And it's basically where he got the inspiration and the whole vision of the company. So you can see here we have a very nice breakfast terrace overlooking the volcanoes. And there are lots of refurbishment plans for this property. So this is the lounge area and this one is the dining area. Both of them will be completely refurbished at the beginning of next year. We have also just recently opened last month a new deluxe banda, which is named after Praveen's father, the Moman Banda, to kind of celebrate the 100th anniversary from his birth. It's a very lovely and spacious banda, very luminous as well. As you can see, we try to use all local textiles and furnitures. It has a beautiful view of the volcanoes. And it's we tried to make a lot of volcanic stones installments inside, especially in the bathroom, as you can see in this picture here. One of the main reasons to go to Mount Gahinga Lodge is to visit the Gahinga Batwa Village, which is part of the Volcanoes Safaris Partnership Trust project. It's actually our landmark project for 2018. We launched the village in May 2018. And 110 members of the Gahinga Batwa community moved here in this village in April and March 2018. So it's a beautiful village. Of course, the location is incredible. And it also has a heart shape, which we discovered when we have done the photo shooting. This is the new community center, which was done on a pro bono basis by our architect. And it's just an amazing project, full of art as well from the Batwa. As you can see, for example, here you have a few Batwa baskets hanged on the wall. It's an amazing experience for a guest to actually be able and visit the village, and you can learn a lot from their culture. This is just a couple of pictures of the launch event in May, where we had few journalists and a lot of guests coming to visit and for the occasion. The Batwa are also performing a heritage culture experience where basically the clients can get to know how they used to live in the forest back in the days before 1991. So when they still used to live in Gahinga Park before it was made park. Gahinga is also an amazing place for what concerns wildlife and forest. The forest is literally just behind the lodge, so it's literally 5 minutes walk from us. And we also have a new pathway, which you can do from the lodge, actually, and it takes you directly to the forest. So no need of a car and no need to walk on a busy road. There is one gorilla family available to track here. The experience is incredible. This family is a very small family, relatively speaking. It's 10 members. And out of these 10 members, 5 of them are actually silverbacks. So it's quite of an entertaining family. Obviously, due to the fact that Gahinga is quite of a small property, we have 7 bandas at the moment, 2 more deluxe bandas probably coming next year. You can basically privatize the whole property for your clients. For example, if you have a big family traveling, and they can basically track the gorillas alone in the forest. So it's quite of a special and exclusive type of experience. Gahinga is also amazing because you can also see the golden monkeys from the lodge. So the motto of Gahinga National Park is actually where silver meets gold. And this is because you have both the gorillas and the golden monkeys. And this is the part of the amazing team that runs the lodge that your guests will be able to experience when they will go. So just a couple of more news. We have just launched a new video celebrating gorillas and communities. It's on YouTube, and I will be sure to send a link after the webinar. It's basically a video where basically it's explained how the whole vision and the philosophy of the company works. So it's quite interesting for whoever wants to go a little bit more in depth with that. In terms of activities and added values that we can, tailor make for your clients and for your itineraries, because of this one only gorilla family, it's actually possible to do an exclusive gorilla tracking for $4,800 per track. You can track basically alone, and it would be a maximum of 8 permits per day. And we can also invite a member of the Gorilla Doctors Association to actually come and track the gorillas with your clients, or to simply have dinner or lunch at the lodge with them, just to give an insight on the conservation projects that the Gorilla Doctors are doing in the park. Then, of course, as I was saying, we also have a new private direct footpath to the entrance of the park from the lodge, which is making it even more special and exclusive. And we also have transfer rates now available. This, I know, was big concern for some of you back last year. So we are now able to offer basically transfer rates from Kisoro Airstrip up to the lodge, which is very good. And in the coming months, we will also be adding the possibility of going to Gahinga by helicopter from Entebbe. This service will be provided by Kampala Executive Aviation, and we will soon share some more information about it. So just a couple of ideas on how to combine Gahinga Lodge within Volcanoes Safaris itineraries. Our bestseller itinerary is the one combining Gahinga and Virunga. It's a 5 nights, 6 days itinerary. Combining these 2 lodges works very well, as I was saying at the beginning, because it's only a couple of hours drive in between the 2, including the border time. The border where you would cross is Chanika border. And with this itinerary, you can track the gorillas in both countries, in Rwanda and Uganda. And of course, you can have an amazing cultural experience meeting the Batwa community in Gahinga. And then you also have the, let's say, express or quicker option for whoever wants to see the gorillas and then go out of the country and perhaps connect with a larger safari in Kenya or Tanzania. You can do a 3 nights, 4-day safari in Gahinga. You can drive from Kigali, and then it's, as I was saying, a 4.5, 5 hours drive. Or you can also arrive in Entebbe and then fly down to Kisoro. So very easy to combine Gahinga within, Volcanoes Safaris or other DMC's itineraries. So thank you very much for the attention. And I hope, we will be having more clients our way to Gahinga. If you have any more questions, please do feel free to drop me a note via email. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Eloisa. Fantastic presentation as always. And yes, the recording of the webinar will be sent out to everyone who's registered. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with Eloisa. So for now, I'll wrap up. And once again, thank you very much.